Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning right now, 9 a.m. I just finished up editing a vlog that I had that was due this week for a brand. I'm very glad that I got that over with. I had been stressing about that for like the last week just because of the timeline of everything when I had to submit it. And I completely forgot that they are out of office today, so I'll probably hear back in a few days about that. But there was just a lot of like tedious little edits and stuff that I had to do for that. And so many specifics because it was like a branded video, which I'm so grateful because I truthfully haven't really worked with a ton of brands this year, and being able to work with some brands again at the end of this year has been so exciting. So make sure you guys do watch that video if it comes out. I don't know if it'll be before or after this one, but anyways, I am so glad that I got that done and over with. It feels like stress lifted off of my plate, quite honestly. And I know we have such a busy week. I did take today off of work this morning for my coaching job. I essentially just swapped my Monday shift with my coworker's Friday shift. So she covered my Monday, I'm covering her Friday. I just needed some time to sleep in. And then I was supposed to have my client at 9:30, but she asked if we could swap the days as well. So honestly, it all ended up working out so perfectly because now I've had like this entire morning to myself. I slept for 10 hours last night, you guys. I feel so much better. The last week straight, every morning I've woken up and my ring has been like potential fever detected. Your immune system is like carrying a lot, like you need to slow down. And I listened to that today 100%. So very glad that I did that and I slept in because I feel just so much better. I'm about to log on to work for the day. I have some stuff that I need to catch up on. Got to get some stuff done and some emails sent back to. I have a few meetings. I had to cancel my ClassPass subscription and I have 13 credits left. So they expire by Wednesday and I won't have time to do one tomorrow, I don't think. So I'm going to try to go later tonight and take like a berries class or something just to get most of the credits used up. So that way I don't feel like I've like wasted credits. So that's kind of the rundown of the plan for today. It's so much later now. It's almost 5 p.m. I got changed. I'm gonna head out to a berries workout class to use up the rest of my ClassPass credits. And then I booked out all of my Pilates classes for the rest of this week because I need to finish all of my like observatory hours or observance hours to finally get my certifications. So I'm trying to make sure I pre-book those because the classes fill up so quickly that if I don't book it ahead of time, there's no chance of me getting in and it's gonna take me way longer to get my certifications. So we got our Pilates classes booked for the rest of the week. I'm literally taking one every single day. Tomorrow's gonna be a hot Pilates class though, because that was the only one that fit into my schedule. I don't love hot Pilates classes, but we just gotta make it work. We gotta head out, get gas. We're gonna go work out. And then I have some editing that I need to do when I get back home. Took a full shower. Sorry, it's probably loud in here because I have the fan on, but it feels so good to be showered and clean. I'm so glad that I did go to that workout class. You always feel better after a workout. I feel like I needed that for like a good start to my week. Body care combo that I've been absolutely loving lately. We have the Uni Serum. I've used this stuff on and off over the last few years and I absolutely love it. And then you guys know this is my tried and true, my staple, my routine from Goodfellow & Co. This is like, I want to say $8 or $9. That's why I constantly repurchase it because I go through body lotion so quick. I literally already have a backup ready to go. But this together, I feel like as the weather gets a little bit cooler, my skin gets a little bit more dry. So this has really been working for me. And I feel like my skin has also been looking so much better lately. I've been keeping it very, very simple. My usual routine. We have the Anua toner. I've been using the azelaic acid. I feel like it is finally starting to clear up the dermatitis that I've been dealing with on my face, and this is like the best my skin has looked in a very long time, which makes me so happy. And then I'm almost out of this prequel serum. I'm probably gonna try something else after because I do have such a like big stockpile of skincare that I've been wanting to try. I've just been keeping it so simple because of the dermatitis. And then this as well, we are almost out of this, but Youth to the People moisturizer. I love this stuff. I do have some new stuff that I want to try after that I have like ready to go. Same with like face wash. Remedy sent me a bunch of stuff and I'm really excited to try it.
This is their face wash, which I'm gonna start using once I run out of the, I think it's Unseen. I could be totally wrong. Once I run out of that, I'm gonna start using that, see how I like it. And then I also have a moisturizer from them that I'll probably start using once I run out of this other one.
For hair care, I've been trying to use up the rest of this leave-in conditioner. I have some from Way that I'll probably go through next. But I've been trying to use up everything so that way I have less like open products and things that I'm just using till they're completely empty. Which is also gonna make it so much easier when I move to not have a million different things. This I have still been loving from L'Oreal. This is their High Shine Leave-In Serum, and I feel like this just makes my hair so smooth and silky. I absolutely love it. Honestly, whoops, this is spraying everywhere. Washing my hair pretty much every single day has been so good for my scalp. My scalp has just felt so much better. And I just feel like my hair is a lot less dry and more manageable. I think the most I'll really go is like 1 day without washing it, and I think I just prefer it that way now. Like I'd rather do that than use dry shampoo. I feel like it also makes managing like hair wash days, I don't feel like I have to plan around my workouts. I'm like, you know what, if it gets like gross and sweaty, I'm just gonna wash it anyways and call it a day. So I don't feel like I'm planning my workouts around my hair wash schedule. I'm just like, I'll just wash it. I don't care. It doesn't feel like a chore anymore, which is actually incredible. I'm pretty sure I was telling you guys this morning that I got such good sleep last night, so hoping to replicate that again tonight because my hot Pilates class is not until 9 a.m. tomorrow. But like the last few days, my recovery and my sleep scores have just not been good. Like my recovery's been so bad. And that is why, like, even this day, this was a rough day. Like, the last week, I feel like I have just been unwell. So, needless to say, much needed sleep last night, and I feel so much better. I'm off to Pilates. We have a heated Pilates class. It's arms, abs, and booty today. And yesterday's class at Barry's was arms and abs. 2 out of 3 sore, so this is gonna be a rough class, but I'm like, maybe the heat will help. I have on this matching set from Vuori. Hoodie is White Fox, and then I have on my stacked grippy socks. It is pouring rain out, and it's also so incredibly windy. This will be the first time I will have driven my car in the rain. So, a little nervous about that, but I feel like I just always get extra nervous anytime it's like rainy because I feel like you've heard the saying, if you're from Southern California, you kind of know that like people don't know how to drive very well in the rain, and that's what makes me nervous. Okay, I have training later today between 2 and 4, and I have some work that I need to get done. I'm gonna hop online once I get back from this Pilates class and try to get some editing done, and then I have a few meetings, and then we are off to training for the other studio. Making sure that I put some electrolytes in my water. These are my go-to, especially since it's a heated mat class. Off we go. Back home from Pilates, I showered. That was actually such a good class. It wasn't as hot as I was expecting. They just have like little fans that push heat around the room, so it's not like a full heated studio, so it like took a while to warm up, which is actually nicer, and I think I prefer that over like a full hot Pilates room. But made myself a smoothie. It's 10:30. I'm gonna hop online and start getting some work done. I have a few hours until I have to head out for training for the other job, so I just want to make sure that I get anything that's like important done. And then I heard back from the brand deal that I had due that I sent in yesterday. I have to make 2 edits on that, and then I have to resubmit it, and hopefully it'll be approved after that so I can get that live this week. And then you guys might get like a bonus video this week. You'll probably be getting this one and that one for this week. Finished up with all of my meetings today. It's 1:23 right now. I'm headed out the door to go to training. I have 2 hours of training from 2 to 4. Quick little outfit check for you guys. It is still pouring rain and the wind has died down, but weather's been so crazy today. Long sleeve is from Aloe. It's always so cold in the studio, and I know that I won't be moving around too much besides just like demoing a few movements as I go through the training. So we bundled up today. And then hoodie is from Viore, and then the matching set that I feel like I wear all the freaking time from Viore as well. I am gonna go to another workout class later today. It's gonna be all lower body focus. I wanna go take another Barry's class, so I'm gonna go take my friend's class at 5:30. So I'll have just enough time to come home, eat something, and then head over to the Barry's class. Trying to stay consistent with my routines, especially this week as I feel like things are like really starting to ramp up. I just wanna make sure I'm still making fitness and working out a top priority because it's so easy for me to like kind of let that slip, especially when I feel like overwhelmed with work. So we're making sure to stick to our goals this week. Okay, it's 6:30 right now. I'm headed out to Pilates. I decided to take 2 classes this morning so that I'll have 1 less class to take on Saturday to be able to get my cert. So we're doubling up today just because I have some time for it. Tomorrow's a really, really busy day. I'll have to catch you guys up when I get back home. But this is the set that I'm wearing from Vitality. I think you can use code CAITIE10 for 10% off. I could be wrong, but I'll put it in the description for you guys. And then this is from Aerie. And then I just have my Pilates socks and my little clogs from Amazon. We're taking the 7 a.m. and the 8 a.m. Back from Pilates. My hair is looking quite crazy this morning. I slept with it like sopping wet and it dried so insanely. It's 9:30. I'm gonna hop online for the day. I have a few meetings today and some priority stuff that I need to get done before I hop into these meetings. So yesterday I did my training for my other coaching job, and tomorrow I have my test out class, and then if I pass that, then I think I'll be on the schedule starting next week. So I'll be teaching, I think, Wednesdays and Fridays. So that means like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be my super early mornings for coaching. It's gonna be a lot of 3:30, 4 a.m. wake ups because I'm gonna have to get used to the new studio, the drive to the new studio, and just like timing out my mornings for that because the classes start at like different times, and I'll probably just need a little bit more time in the morning for the days that I coach there to make sure everything's like set up and ready because there's screens, there's a bunch of equipment that has to be like set up. It's like a circuit station, hit circuit kind of workout. So there's a little bit more that goes into it versus what I do at Bunda. So just a little bit more to think about in my mornings. But I'm very excited for that. So tomorrow's honestly going to be a long day because I moved my client to Thursday instead of Monday. So now that means I teach, I come home, I coach my client, I jump straight into meetings, and then after those meetings are done, I drive over to the studio to do my test out class at 1:30, and then I have a Pilates class at 5 p.m. So there's just so much going on. Tomorrow is going to be a booked and busy day, and then on Friday, I usually have Fridays off, but since I switched the schedule, I teach early Friday, and then I have a Pilates class at 9, and then I just have like work the rest of the day. So Friday's gonna be kind of busy as well, but I will be done with my 10 required classes for my mat Pilates cert on Friday, which is so exciting because I ended up doubling up today, doing 2 today, and that way I was able to not have to do one on Saturday. So very happy that I just doubled up and got it done. And now I'll have at least like a whole weekend after I teach my 2 morning classes on Saturday to just kind of relax, and I won't have anything else. My body is absolutely hurting because I've been doing basically like double days all week so far, and I just feel like my body needs rest. So I think I'm gonna do like my compression sleeves later for some recovery, and definitely sit in front of my red light. I haven't been able to do that at all this week, and I really feel like I need it. Second coffee of the morning. It's only 9:30. Love that we started the morning like decently early this morning. I just know that I'm going to be starting the mornings very, very early, starting next week, just because my manager, when I did my training yesterday, was like, honestly, if this was your to-stop class, like you would have passed, but now I just have to teach like a few more rounds to a room full of people because it's just like me and her training one-on-one for this stuff. So tomorrow will be somewhat of like probably a half full house for class, just like whoever can show up. And then after that, we're right into our early morning routines. I also don't think I touched on the fact, I think I talked about it in the last vlog, but I am moving very soon, so I feel like that is just coming up so quickly. The countdown is on for that too, and I need to make sure that we give our notice for this apartment because we're not renewing our lease, so I need to make sure I do that before the end of the month, so that way we don't get locked into like a month to month or anything else. I need to like make sure I add that on my priority list because she said they need minimum 30 days notice, so I'm gonna send that probably this week so I don't forget about it. Taking a quick little break from work. It is 10:30 now, so I got all of like the priorities done that I needed to before the meeting, and then he wants to go back outside. Our meeting got pushed back in a half hour, so I have a little bit more time to work on some other stuff. But quick little unboxing. Let's see. I got some stuff in the mail. I haven't opened my packages in like 3 days, and I don't think I know what any of this is. Ooh, Bare Minerals sent me some more gifting. I'm gonna have to put together a little like giveaway box for you guys. They sent me more of the same shades. I don't know if I am tan enough to use these or not. I might have to give those away to some friends if I am not. Okay, next up we have, let me take this off. Next up, we have a package from Roki. I love their sleep supplements, and I think this is their new partnership that they just came out with. They're working with Free People for this one, I think, which is so cool. They're the ones that have the really good greens. Ooh. Okay, so we have their strawberry lemonade greens, gut health, immunity, and energy. I don't think I've tried this flavor. I wonder if this one is new. And then we have their raspberry lemonade wake packets. I used to love these before my shifts when I worked at Nike. These were so good. They're green tea, B vitamins, and adaptogens. Raspberry lemonade, I think, is a new flavor as well. Very excited to try those. And then this is their collab with Free People Movement and Roki. How freaking cool is that? I think all three of these are. So their AM is the raspberry lemonade wake, midday is when you do your strawberry lemonade greens, and then their limited edition collab with Free People is the Dutch chocolate sleep latte. Wow. I am actually so excited, and I'm gonna try this tonight. There's nothing in here that I'm allergic to, so stoked on that. I will update you guys. We'll make it together later tonight. Love that. Roki is one of my favorites. You guys can always use the code CAITIEJUNEFIT, I think, for a discount. How cute is that? I'm gonna have to do a little story post for that. And then I think my boss sent over some workout to try. The company that I work for, he created, I'm basically like running two different companies, like the marketing for all of it. So he sent me over some stuff for that. The first one is a teeth whitening company, which I'm actually stoked to try. So this is our branding. How fun is that? So we have whitening strips, and then we have what we call U-wraps, which are like thicker trays that you can use. So I'm actually stoked to be able to try these. I haven't whitened my teeth in so long, so that'll be cool. And then I think he's working on a pre-workout. So he sent me over some samples of that to try, but actually so excited to try out some of our products for Boca Bella. The other one that we have, we are pretty much launched, and we're just like starting to build up, slowly working on like the Instagram campaigns, which is so cool. So excited for that. I have almost all of our products for that. They're really cool. And then I'm still waiting on one more to be sent over, but it's like a women's focused supplement brand, and he created all of these, and the whitening strips with all like really natural ingredients. So such a cool company to be working for. Okay, that was a fun little break. I honestly think I need a third coffee, dare I say. Yeah, I need it. I'm tired. And I need to jump back into work for a little bit. I have a few more things that I want to just get like done and checked off before the meeting. Since the meeting is like 30 minutes later now, I feel like I have a little bit more time to kind of get some stuff done, get ahead on some stuff, because I know tomorrow is going to be a super busy day just with everything else. So I just want to make sure that I have like pretty much anything that needs to be done by like end of week done by the end of day today. So that way I'm not like scrambling to get anything done by Friday. I think I have a few videos that were like sent in that I have to make approvals for, or like if we need revisions. And then I think I'm like prepped and caught up on things. Like majority of what I knew was gonna take up my time, I got done already, so I'm very glad. Okay, it is 2 p.m. now. I am pretty much finished up with all of this stuff that I need to do on my end for everything today. So now that I have like the focus and where we're gonna be at for the rest of this week, I kind of just have to wait for some other people to send in stuff for approval and a few other things to be made before I can really make any more moves on my end for work stuff. So I feel like I'm in a really good spot right now. I feel a lot less stressed than I was this morning. I have not taken any time this week to edit any of my own personal content or get any TikTok or Instagram videos out. So that has been definitely on like the back burner, and I want to sit and get my content edited now. So that way I at least have some videos to post. I've been trying my best to film just like little routines here and there when I can for Instagram, for TikTok, for YouTube Shorts. I try to like cross post them so you guys can see them like no matter what platform you follow me on, but I just have not made any time this week to actually sit and edit any of the ones that I've made over the last few weeks. And I haven't filmed any new ones because I haven't edited those other ones. And like if I get to a point where I start filming too many and I have so many in like an album, I forget what they were supposed to be if I've like waited too long and I like have filmed too many of them. So I'm gonna sit and edit these, hopefully get them all like scheduled so I can post the rest this week, and then I need to start filming some new stuff. I need to get back into like a good rhythm, but I feel like there's just been so many things, so many shifts, so many new things, and I genuinely feel like I have so much on my plate, and some days I don't know truly how I manage it. I'm just at a point where I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do. I just got to keep pushing through and like make things happen and make moves, because all of these are things that obviously are important to me. They're things that I want to do in my life